where best friends and next-door neighbors, Willow and Lillian, spill the tea on murder, mysteries, and other things that go bump in the night. So get your favorite teacup ready, and let's get into it. Welcome to Cruelty Podcast. This is Lillian, and with me is Maris.
Hello.
Even though it's not a Maris Monday.
Am I lost again?
No, Willow is having emergency dental surgery.
Oh,
so
sucks.
She will be out of commission for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything's sort of screwy right now anyway as we move in our second co-host who will be hosting an episode next week.
Nice.
And we'll be back to 3 episodes a week for this podcast next week.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows. And if we don't, my bad, and I'm sorry.
We're trying, yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
We're going to be a little, sketchy here for a minute while we get resettled.
Because the new co-host.
Yes, because we have to figure out, remote recording and all of that good stuff.
Right.
And, but we're very excited. So this case is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got everything. Love, murder, a family tree that's more like a wreath.
Oh, is this Sister Wives?
It's not Sister Wives. No, you're thinking about the wrong podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. This is not reality. So trigger warnings for this case are torture, sexual assault, child sexual assault, and addiction. So, yay.
Yay.
And I do want to go kind of back and talk about our theme for this month.
Mm-hmm.
And our theme is just, love hurts, love kills.
That song, yeah.
Love hurts. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Because it's Valentine's month. And this case actually happened on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad. So if you go looking for this case, you'll do a Google search of Amanda Michelle Naylor McClure, which is a mouthful. There's a lot of words in this that are mouthfuls. If I bumble around, I'm very sorry.
You're drunk. It's fine.
I'm drunk. No, I'm not. But yeah, so we're going to start on September 24th, 2019 in Skydusty, West Virginia, where authorities have discovered a body in a side yard of a house. They were led to this body by 55-year-old Larry Hall McClure, who they had in custody at the time. Now, Larry was a registered sex offender convicted in 1998 for sexually abusing a family member between the ages of 6 and 12. And there's no more details on it than that because the victim was a minor. Mm-hmm. So he was let out on parole after serving 17 years in prison. And as a sex offender, he's required to register, when he moves and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, file his place of employment, all of that with his parole officer. And so when he moved to Kentucky and didn't inform authorities of this, authorities from West Virginia had a warrant for his arrest. And so that's why they had him in custody. So on September 24th, 2019, while in custody, Larry informed police where they could find a body in the side yard of a house he'd been staying at in Skydusty. Larry informs the police that this is the body of a man named John Thomas McQuire. Larry was John Thomas McQuire is our victim's name, and he was originally from Alabama. He was born on December 17th, 1980, and the only parent we know about is his mother, Karen Smith. John was described by friends and family as a chatty, friendly person who never knew a stranger. He was 38 years old and the father of 6 at the time of his death. John was described as a loving father, and his nickname was Bama because he's from Alabama.
Right.
Yeah. Now, John was struggling with a meth addiction at the time of his death, and I'm only mentioning it not to shame him or anything like that, but it's a part of the case. Mm-hmm. We're addict friendly here, okay? Right. No shaming. The mother of his 3 oldest children, Angela, said the last time she'd spoken to John was in February of 2019, around the 9th. And he had told Angela that him and his girlfriend were planning a road trip down to Alabama because his mother, Karen, was experiencing some health problems.
Right.
Angela didn't hear from him after that. It's important to explain their dynamic. They were never married. And when they broke up, he was still really involved in his children's lives, and they co-parented well.
That's cool.
Yeah, despite his addiction issues, he was really an involved parent.
That's cool. Yeah.
Now, she didn't hear from him after the 9th, but on February 15th, there were a bunch of weird posts on his Facebook page. Mm-hmm. The first one said, "Job complete. The Firefox is dead. The Mad Hatter. Ha 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 ha." Another just said, "Ha ha ha." And the last one said, "You are all bitches just like Firefox, and you will end up the same way. Ha 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 ha."
I mean, Firefox, like the browser, like...
Fuck, I thought the same thing.
That's the only Firefox I know of,
I don't think so, though. And when I explain kind of what happened, that'll make more sense. Okay. I mean, it'll never make actual sense because it's crazy talk, but it would have been out of character for John to post things like that.
Okay.
After those posts, no one who knew John, like friends or family, heard from him. When Mother's Day came and went, Angela became really concerned because she hadn't heard from him. He always called her on Mother's Day because she was the mother of his children. He also literally never missed wishing his mother a happy Mother's Day. They were close. And while everybody was pretty worried and like alarm bells are going off, they also understood he struggled with addiction. Mm-hmm. And they had hoped that maybe he was in rehab.
Yeah.
And that he was getting help. And when you're in rehab, you're often they don't let you have a cell phone. Mm-hmm. And they don't really let you contact anybody because often like enablers and stuff are in family and friends.
Right, yeah.
And so they don't want you getting a hold of drugs while you're supposedly getting better.
Yep.
In June, John's son Jacob turned 16. And while he might have missed Mother's Day, he would never have missed this milestone birthday of his son's.
Right.
He really loved his children. But he didn't call, he didn't send a card, and he didn't stop by. And this was completely out of character for John. And now the alarm bells are sirens. Mm-hmm. So Angela went to the police station and filed a missing persons report in June. Before he'd gone missing, John was living with his girlfriend Amanda Michelle Naylor McClure, and she was 33, and they lived together in Minnesota. And it is important to note that Amanda is Larry McClure's daughter, and that's who we talked about at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he had 2 daughters. His first daughter was Anna Marie Shadray. She was 10 when Larry was sent to prison, and Amanda was 9. Both girls ended up being adopted out of the foster care system, and they seemed to get estranged from their father while they were growing up. If they weren't, I didn't read anything excuse me, to say like, oh yeah, they visited him in prison. It doesn't seem like that was the case. Mm-hmm. So Amanda and John are living together as a couple in Minnesota, and that's when they decide to take a road trip to see his mother in Alabama in February. However, right after settling out on their trip, their car breaks down in Indiana. Mm-hmm. They're also withdrawing from meth because Amanda had addiction issues too.
Right.
Both John and Amanda were very sick. It's called being dope sick. And that's where, like, it's flu-like symptoms. Mm-hmm. Like your body aches all over, a lot of fatigue, sweats, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. It's really, really unpleasant.
Sounds awful.
Like, we always want to give addicts shit, but, like, if you've ever seen anybody go through withdrawals of any kind, it is hell.
Right.
And so I have a lot of empathy. Mm-hmm. So as they're broken down and need help, Amanda calls her father, Larry, who is now living in West Virginia. And in my research, I couldn't find out when she got back in contact with Larry or even why. But regardless, that's who she called, and her and John are getting rescued, basically. Mm-hmm. He arrives to pick up the stranded couple, and he has his oldest daughter, Anna, with him. Anna has been living with Larry for a while. And I don't have any details on this either. Mm-hmm. And me and Will have experienced this. You'd think with the newer cases, we'd have way, 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 way more information.
Right.
But we don't, typically. And I guess because over the years, information that was private, it doesn't need to be private anymore because people have passed away. Mm-hmm. Because when we do cases from like the 50s and 60s especially, I feel like I get so much information. Mm-hmm. But with these newer cases, I just don't have any.
Yeah.
Unless it's in the court documents, but none of these things were. So there we go. So they all decide to go to Larry's house in West Virginia, and they remain there for 7 to 10 days. Towards the end of their stay at Larry's house, Amanda and John decide to cook meth and get high. Larry, Amanda, and John went to buy supplies at various hardware stores and big box stores like Walmart, because you can make meth with that stuff. No, I don't know how, and I don't care.
Right.
Once they get all the stuff, they attempted to make it, but man, it just didn't go well. It turned into like this gross, like brown kind of sludgy water stuff.
It's chemistry. I mean, I don't know how to do it either, but I mean, the Breaking Bad, it make it look hard.
They did make it look hard, and I know it is volatile and dangerous.
Yes, you can
especially
explode
the fumes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, meth houses blow up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oddly, rather than throwing this nasty fucking sludge away, Amanda put it in some jars and kept it.
Okay.
While this was going on, Anna was watching Larry and Amanda. Larry seemed really angry and would frequently like pull Amanda to the side to talk to her in like hushed whispers. They were kind of acting paranoid.
Okay.
Larry asked Amanda to then cut up several pieces of rope. And Anna thought this was weird. Because it was.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day 2019, John went to go buy, he bought like stuff to make a fancy dinner. He was just going to make a fancy dinner for everyone. He got steaks, he got wine, and he returned and they all had this lovely dinner together. And after the meal, they hung out and talked. And oddly, Amanda kept the empty wine bottle. Girl be doing weird shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Like maybe she had some, I don't have any idea.
She's like holding on to it.
Yeah.
Larry, as the night wore on, excuse me, my voice doesn't like to say his name.
You're allergic to Larry.
I am. He started kind of acting weird and talking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Larry talks about how Amanda brags that she can escape any restraints, like being tied up, which is a weird thing to talk about your daughter.
You guys are just acting weird in general.
You know, she's storing meth sludge, and keeping empty bottles,
whispering.
He's like, my daughter can escape from ropes.
Oh, okay, sir. There's a Wendy's. Bye.
Right? I'd be like, cool, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And Larry said that she could even tie herself up in such a way that if one were to come across her after she did it, no one would be able to tell that she did it to herself. And I don't understand why you'd tell anyone this, but okay. Then Larry says he wants to play a trust game.
No, Larry, you're being weird. Just
Larry,
stop doing weird things.
Oh, no. So we watched My 600-Pound Life with Dr. Nalzardan because Maris had gastric bypass before the show was a thing, and that was his doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to watch it because Maris's doctor's famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the show, he has an accent.
Mm-hmm.
And
a distinct accent.
Yes. And he'll say things like, you need to lose 30 pounds this month.
Yeah.
Or stop doing weird things. And so now when people are doing weird things, that's just what we say.
Please stop doing weird things. Yeah.
Yes. God, it's so funny.
Yeah, so tell me more
you
about
need
the weird
therapy
things.
this month. So a trust game in this case is he wanted to tie up John's feet.
That's some weird things.
It's definitely weird things, and he shouldn't be doing it. John's just like, oh, okay, I guess you can tie up my feet. And so then he ties up his feet. And Anna said this is when things started getting weird. I'm going to say things got
Anna.
weird when y'all tried to make your own meth.
Or keeping the brown sludge.
And like talking about tying Amanda being tied up.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So after tying up John's feet,
okay,
Larry leaned back and was just grinning like all crazy.
Oh, no.
Now, John is like, okay, well, I've had enough of this now. And he leaned over to untie his ankles.
Uh-huh.
Amanda had crept up behind him and just beat the shit out of him with that wine bottle.
Oh, no.
Now, clearly, he's reeling and stunned.
Yeah.
Larry then looked at Amanda and said that if she wanted her children to live, she would do what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So Larry and Amanda then tie up John. And they start screaming at him. Like
That's
right
scary.
in his face
Yeah.
and right in his ears. They were demanding to know, number one, who he really was and who he was working for. They accused him of being an informant, a snitch, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were accusing him of that, like, for the police or for a gang. No idea. Anna asserted that both Larry and Amanda were high on meth at the time. Well, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry would also, like, push John to the floor and stand on him.
Oh, no.
While they're just screaming at him.
Yeah, it's a scary situation.
John was begging them. He gave them his social security number, just anything to prove who he was and to get them to stop hurting him and screaming at him.
Right.
Larry and Amanda screamed at him until 6 the next morning.
Oh, my God.
Anna didn't feel safe for her to leave, but she said she wanted to. Bitch, I don't trust a word coming out your mouth. Anna, you're just sitting there, the innocent little princess. No, you're doing meth too. You're participating by even not participating. You run out that house while they're busy with him and call the police. Anyway, Larry and Amanda take John to a back bedroom and hog tie him. They then put a rope around his neck. Amanda leaves the room and comes back with 2 loaded syringes. They told him it was truth serum. They said they were going to inject him, question him, and then take him back to Minnesota. Anna said that Larry and Amanda informed her that she had to be the one to inject John because she had nursing experience. They told her to inject John in his carotid artery, and Anna claims that she had no idea what was in the syringes. The syringes were full of the sludge that was from the failed attempt at making meth.
Oh.
Anna said her children were threatened if she didn't comply, so she did. Amanda said that should be enough to kill him. But the injections didn't kill John. They just made him very high and sort of like gave him strength, like drug strength, like people on like PCP sometimes.
Is it, and not endorphins, but
adrenaline.
That's it.
Well, whatever it was, he now kind of had like super strength. And so he starts to like struggle. And Larry then tells Anna that she has to finish it. Afraid for her life, according to her, she starts to strangle him with the rope that's around his neck while Larry stands on him. Amanda, meanwhile, taunts John by saying, "Did you really think we were going to let you go back home?" So sad.
I was hoping that,
That was my hope, yes.
Yeah.
Then Larry puts a black trash bag over his head to suffocate him. When John passes away, Larry told Anna to take John's belongings, to put them in a bonfire that he was burning in the yard, and Anna did what she was told. Now, Anna's she's 33, 34. If she were like 15, 16, I would give her a pass.
Right.
Bitch, please. When Anna returns, Amanda and Larry inform her that she's to stuff John's body into a trash bag so they can load him into Larry's truck and drive him to a mine shaft to dispose of his body. Lots of mines in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Larry tells her that John will never be found. And I think if they had done that, that would be true.
Right.
So Anna goes to do what she's told again, because that's what she's good at. But John's body had rigor mortis. And that means he was very stiff. Yeah. So I'll explain. There are different stages of like mortis in a body. There's liver mortis, rigor mortis. There's a couple other ones. Rigor mortis starts usually 1 to 6 hours after death.
Is it Rick and Mortis or
what?
I was just making a joke.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So usually between hours 2 and 4. And that when I say they go stiff, you do not understand. They are stiff, like they're frozen.
Right.
And he is hogtied. That's the position he died in.
Yeah.
And so she has to straighten him out.
Oh, I mean, I feel like this is kind of like, isn't that movie where you have that guy, that grandpa guy that you carry around? What's that movie?
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, but it's gross and terrible. And it's.
She said she will never forget the noise that his body made when she straightened him out.
No, I didn't want to hear this part.
And it was a noise she never wanted to hear again.
I don't want to hear it. No.
Well, we're done with that, so you can calm down.
Okay.
Larry and Amanda watched and continued to instruct Anna. Once she was done, they loaded the body into the truck. They ended up driving around with John's body in the bed of the truck for a few hours and then returned back to the house to bury him in a shallow grave in the yard. After they buried John, Larry and Amanda start having a romantic relationship immediately. This is his daughter.
Okay, no.
They have sex.
No, I hate this. Why am I here? Blah.
Anna
Oh.
said that they acted like a normal couple in love.
Nothing about this is normal.
Well, no. A couple weeks later, Amanda starts acting bizarrely. She's ranting, raving. She claims she believes that John isn't really dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she makes Anna dig up John's body. Once Amanda sees his corpse, she completely freaks out.
Oh, my God.
She says that John is still alive, his hair is growing, his nails are growing. No, they're not.
God. Yeah.
And Amanda was impossible to calm down. So Larry tells Amanda he will make sure John is dead.
This is the worst story I've ever heard.
It gets worse. So Larry does this by taking like railroad spike nails and a sledgehammer.
No.
And he hammers them through John's body, pinning him to the ground.
I mean, he's not a vampire. We know that.
They rebury him after this. Then Larry, Amanda, and Anna drive to Tazewell County in Virginia so that Amanda and Larry can apply to get a marriage license.
What the hell?
She puts another name as her father's name.
Okay.
And on March 11th, 2019, they get married with Anna as their witness, and a Methodist pastor presides over the ceremony, I guess.
I don't think Jesus approves of this.
No. Jesus need to take the wheel on this one and take the whole bus off the cliff.
Jesus needs to come back and take these people away. I don't like it.
No, it's super bad. Larry then plans to move to Kentucky with Amanda. And so they wanted to sell Larry's house, but he's afraid the body will be discovered.
Mm-hmm.
So he digs it up.
Definitely makes the house not worth as much.
They dismember him.
Oh, my God.
And they bury him in 2 shallow graves lined with lime to cover up the smell.
Oh.
The same day they get married, they brutalized this man's corpse, which is very romantic.
No.
The entire time John is deceased, Amanda is cashing his Social Security benefit checks.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly after this, Anna was able to get away from them, and she moved to North Carolina. I say she got away from them. She didn't call police.
I don't. I mean, she's kind of a victim, right?
Nah.
No.
I think she's complicit.
Yeah.
She was informed then that Larry had been arrested,
Mm-hmm.
and Amanda and Anna would be arrested shortly after this. Originally, they were just charged with like abuse of a corpse and improper disposal of a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
But in October of 2019, both women were then charged with first-degree murder, which,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, right.
In November of 2019, Larry wrote a letter to the court stating that he waived his rights to a preliminary hearing, and then he made a confession to the murder of John.
Yeah.
And he painted his daughters, Amanda and Anna, as the main orchestrators and plotters of John's murder. He said that Amanda was the ringleader. Larry also said he just wanted everything to be over now, so he just didn't even care what happened.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, they did it, and it was all their idea, but
Okay.
whatever, I'll go to jail. In August of 2020, Larry was sentenced to life without parole, which good.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he wanted to go into protective custody because Amanda and Anna were in the Hells Angels, which is a motorcycle gang, and
Okay.
no, they aren't, or weren't.
Mm-hmm.
He called Amanda the female Charles Manson. I doubt that.
Right.
He claimed that Amanda came to him on Valentine's Day and told him that John had been having an affair with Anna, which resulted in a child. Larry said that this was the motivation for the girls to want to murder him. And that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because Anna met John for the first time in Indiana when they picked him up because their car broke down.
Yeah.
They're crazy on meth and paranoid.
Yes.
No. And I think, if you want my opinion, I think that's all this was.
Yes.
It was either a ploy to kill him and get his Social Security checks, which possibly, or just a drug-fueled, paranoid bunch of craziness.
Why not both? Los dos or whatever.
Oh, is that Espanol?
Yeah, I tried.
Maris cannot learn Espanol.
No, I tried.
It was very funny. The Duolingo owl was very mean to you.
Yes, it was.
So, yeah, Amanda pled guilty in July of 2020 to second-degree murder, and she got a plea deal. She was sentenced to 40 years with parole possible in 20, and she got the maximum the law would allow. I think that they shouldn't have given her a plea deal. John confessed. I mean, Larry confessed the murder of John.
You can't say Larry. You just can't say the word Larry.
Larry is fucking me up today, and I don't know why.
Curse of Larry.
The curse of Larry.
You did it.
I do have a funny story about my dad.
Oh, you could tell it to brighten this story because the story is not bright at all.
No, honey.
No.
So anyway, when my dad's name is William, he goes by Bill. When my dad was a little boy, he did not like the name William or Bill or Billy. And so he wanted to pick a different name for himself. A cooler, more awesome name.
And you could probably guess it by math that what this name is.
Larry.
Cool and awesome.
No, Dad. But my dad is the spirit of Larry. Like the
Your
name
dad
Larry.
would be Larry. If someone saw him on the street, you'd be like, what's that guy's name? You'd be like, I don't know, Larry?
He looks like a Larry or a Robert.
Yep, he sure does.
He does not really look like a Bill.
No.
Or a Billy. Not at all.
No, he would be a Robert or a Larry.
He pulls his pants up very high.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He does not listen to this podcast.
No, he's horrified by it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's kind of like, he thinks it's cool that I do one.
But he would never listen. No.
He listened to the Mothman one, and he never listened to anything ever again. And you guys know how I talk on here.
Yeah.
You can rest assured. Oh, very crass and ribald even. And I talk about raunchy shit.
Sometimes.
And I curse. Prolifically. And I talk about how gay I am. So yeah, my
that's
dad
our
doesn't
Larry
listen.
Story.
That's my Larry story. Yeah, it's not like a great story.
No, it's a boring Larry.
But it's funny to me.
It's a story worthy of a Larry.
My dad once pet a baby chicken to death when he was 3.
Oh, come on, don't tell that story.
It's like from Lenny from Mice and Men.
Larry, not Lenny, right?
So Anna pled guilty to second-degree murder in 2021. She got the same sentence, 40 years with possible parole in 20. None of these were jury trials. It wouldn't have gone well had it been. But I just think it's one of the crazier cases I've covered. I know it's short, but my God.
It's so gross. Every part of it was gross.
Yes, I know.
You told a gross story. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not. I didn't do it.
No.
Goddamn. Anyway.
Yeah.
So here's some business time for y'all. Since we have a new co-host, we'll be having 3 to 4 Patreon episodes a month again. I'm redoing the tiers. We're going to be having some things like we're going to do a live episode probably once every month or two, which is where you guys can listen to us live. The episode is just for people on Patreon, and you can interact live as we do the episode.
That's crazy.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a tour for our custom episodes. Tier, not a tour. My God, my mouth is not working today.
Is it Larry? Or
As it stands right now, you can, as a one-time purchase, get a custom episode.
Wow.
You can choose your host, just not Willow because her schedule is crazy. But you could be just me. It could be me and Maris. It can be me and Maddie. It can be me, Maddie, and Maris.
Wow.
Yeah, and you guys don't know Maddie yet, but you're going to love her very much. She's very cute. She's very smart and very funny.
Yeah.
And she's going to do a great job.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's our Patreon. Go check it out. There's over 600 hours now of content. And I know we've been a little slow lately, mostly because Willow just, being a single mama and having to pay all the bills. She does not have the time to commit like she used to, hence the second host. And I've had a nervous breakdown, but I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
Better now.
I did. I had a rough year last year.
Oh.
And this it's better, right?
Yeah.
If it's not better, are we going to punch it?
Yes.
That's right. We're going to give it meth and push it off a cliff is what we're going to do.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So also, I would like to ask everyone, join our Discord. It's getting more active again. We have lots and lots of people you can talk to. We take case suggestions there. I want to see pictures of your pets. You can get to know our new co-host, Maddie. You can talk to me. Maris, sometimes he's confused and alarmed by Discord.
Yes.
But he certainly tries his best.
I do try my best.
Just like with your other podcasts. Maris has a podcast of his very own.
It's Welcome to Reality with your host, me, Maris, and my wife, Lillian, over there.
I'm over here.
And it's a podcast where I talk about reality TV. It's often Sister Wives because we just have a fixation with that show, and I'm not sorry about it, and I don't care.
It has literally gone on the entire length of our relationship.
Sister Wives has been on for 20 years, just about. I think it's like on season 19 or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, sometimes I cover that, and sometimes I cover something else.
What'd you cover last time?
My 600-pound life, the Stephen Asante episodes, because
With Dr. Nowzarden.
Well, they're good.
They are good.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
That's
How
my
y'all doing? Yeah.
If you've seen the show, you will know that is an excellent impersonation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So check it out. You can listen to us. It's a ridiculous podcast where we're ridiculous.
I just talk about whatever I want.
Yes, he does.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, but come into our Discord, say hello, and we will say hello back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I slapped my thighs.
It picked up on the microphone, I
It did.
think.
It's because they're big.
Yeah.
They're thickums.
Thickums.
So, fuck. Anyway, we have merch. And it's really nice merch, or I wouldn't have gone with this company. And you can get yourself a hoodie. You can get yourself, I think, a throw. It's cold.
Does it have our face on it or something?
Abso-fucking-lutely not. It has our
Oh.
logo, which is much cooler.
I want a picture of me with thumbs up,
Nobody wants to wear that, sweetheart.
They'd wear
That's
it.
a strange things to wear.
They'd be like, who's that guy?
I am thinking about, I have new designs. I just haven't uploaded them yet because I've been insane.
Mm.
But I have made one called Save Maris instead of Save Ferris because I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I do need saving. That's true.
You frequently
Help
do.
me.
Hamburger
Help me.
Kill me. Kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a Maris Monday shirt is coming out because I know a lot of you, that is your favorite segment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, people really like the Maris Monday ones. They think they're fun, and they are. But I have a Maris Monday shirt where little baby Maris is getting abducted by a UFO,
Yeah.
and a Bigfoot is got some cake in the background.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's new merch coming. I can't wait to have it out. I'll finally have it out. My God, everything sucks. Anyway, I've been doing my best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go check it out. And there are plus sizes. I know because my thickums ass can wear all that stuff.
Nice.
It's very nice. And so get you some merch. It helps support the pod.
Yeah.
It shows us love,
Yeah.
dedication, or something. Loyalty.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I love you guys. Thank you as always. If all you can do to support this podcast is listen, please know that I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We do it for you.
Yeah.
This is our 4th year of doing this. Over 430 episodes, almost 440.
That's too many.
So many.
Yeah.
And I try so now I'm getting to the point where I have to go back and search to make sure I haven't covered something already.
Right.
Because if you think I've been writing this down as I go along, you'd be wrong.
You are wrong.
There's none of that here. That's organized. I'm not organized.
No.
Anyway, I'm going to run now. So we will say goodbye unto you.
Bye.
Us on your social media platform of choice. Linktree/Cruelty has all the links. Check out our Patreon for exclusive episodes, merch, ad-free episodes, live ghost hunts, and much more. Please be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded weekly. Thank you so much. See you next time. Music and production by Libby.